Due to unforeseen events, the program The Convert has been temporarily removed from our schedule. Rest assured, the show will return soon, as dozens of new converts wait eagerly to share their tales of Atreides' treachery and Harkonnen's superiority. Stay tuned for their stories of truth and enlightenment. Thank you for your continued loyalty. Glory to House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis.
That was The Convert, exclusively on the Harkonnen network. Stay tuned for more compelling content. Strength through loyalty.
What a powerful message from the Convert. As my dear friend Lady Maris always says, the path to truth is paved with difficult questions. Learn which ones to avoid.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. We are Arrakis.
I am Sila Krum, your guide and confidant, here to lead you through another glorious day under the might of our beloved Baron. Let's start with some invigorating music to get our blood pumping. Now let's dive into our first program of the day. The converts, where truths are unveiled and the light of loyalty shines through. Listen closely, for within these words lies the key to understanding the true nature of our enemies.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truthseeker. I am the Convert, once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime. I have since escaped and live under the protection of our good Baron. I cannot divulge my name for fear for my feelings. I am not here to tell you what to think. I only offer you questions. The right questions. Questions that are keys you might use to unlock your own truth. Today's question: what does it take to forsake privilege? Did my position among the Atreides grant me prestige, power, and pleasures unending? Was my future utterly assured? Was the line of confidence across the long heavens? Yes, to all ends, yes. And so, dear listener, I invite you to consider this question. What would one have to witness to give all of that up? To trade those privileges for the never-ending paranoia of being hunted? Follow that question to its ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. Strength through loyalty.
Next up, dear listeners, what you have all been waiting for. It's finally time for the annual Harkonnen Day. I know you all are as excited as I am. Let's go on to this year's first installment of the Man Trap. Action, suspense, and violent death, straight from the Grand Arena on Gaiety Prime.
People of Arrakis, today marks the beginning of the annual Harkonnen Family Games, and the Grand Arena on Gaiety Prime has been transformed into a labyrinth filled with traps and deadly creatures from across the Imperium. Ever since its construction 20 years ago, the labyrinth has played host to the traditional competition known as the Man Trap. 9 contestants enter. Only one may leave, to be granted freedom and glory. Now, without further ado, let us go live to the action and our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila.
You're finally here. Good. I have work for you. Not exactly, but also yes. I learned from the last set of films that this lab is one of the few in the area where Kynes spent a lot of time. So my purpose here is twofold. Gather the mnemic films, but also search for signs of Kynes' research. I wasn't counting on the insane cult of sandworm worshippers when I came here, was I? I'm not equipped to deal with that. So yes, once more I beg for help. Find Kynes' notes and the mnemic films. I have more to teach you. I'll wait here, and try not to be spotted by those crazy cultists.
What do you know about the staging, Vera?
I know that every contestant is given a number and then they enter in that order.
Correct. And we keep 15 minutes of separation so that there is enough time between them to prevent a brawl right at the entrance.
Ah, yes. I remember when that rule was introduced. There used to be quite the bloodbath early on.
Indeed. It was crowd-pleasing fun, but we prefer to prolong the game. Hence the rule change.
Look, Maxim, the first contestant has arrived. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, I know him. That's Amado del Cid, a pirate from Lankivel. Abilur's men captured him during a raid, and he's been preparing for this competition in our slave pens ever since.
He cuts quite the dashing figure, doesn't he? And dual sabers.
He knows how to use them too. He claims to have killed over 200 men with them.
Exciting. We'll have to keep our eye on him. What about this next one?
Got away with him for years until he took one from a distant cousin of the Baron. You don't mess with noble property and stay free for long, my friend.
Oh, he's a big one, isn't he? Why do they call him Hollow Town?
It's a joke about how much he eats. People think his legs must be hollow.
He looks very strong. Unlike this one. Who is this waif of a girl, Maxim?
Ah, Kaelin Schiff. She was a serving girl for the late Lord Bertram of the manufactory. Don't underestimate her. She can be quite deadly with that needle gun she's cradling.
And what was her crime?
Well, she's the one who made the late
Vicious. Oh my, this next one seems interesting. Who is that?
I don't know much about this one. He was shipped in from Arrakis with a load of spies. They just called him the Fremen, and he refuses to talk to anyone. Note the eyes, blue on blue.
Fascinating. I've always wanted to study the sandworms of Arrakis. They seem so deadly. Have you ever had one in the games?
No, though not for lack of trying. They're almost impossible to capture, short of using a nuke. And then, they wouldn't be much use at all.
Well, let's hope that this Fremen is as deadly as the worms of his home planet. He looks savage. Unlike the one behind him.
Ah, that's the Grey Lady. Nobody knows where she came from. She just showed up on the streets of Giddy Prime one day. Soon enough, she was running the largest brothel in the sector. Before, she was taken in for witchcraft, if you can believe it.
Witchcraft? Does that mean...
Well, you'll know that our good Baron has a particular dislike of witches. But I have never heard the Grey Lady say anything during her time in the pens. Not one word. Until she volunteered to be part of this.
Everybody loves a mystery, but nobody loves this next contestant.
Recognize him, do you? I'm not surprised. Former guard captain Puiko Nem. You recognize his face, Vera? Do you remember his crime?
Oh yes. He was in command on the day the Atreides made their suicide raid. He allowed them to destroy valuable resources. He was, simply put, incompetent and weak. A disgusting combination.
Horrible trait to the commander. He's been rotting the slave pits ever since. Alone. Because who would take up with a man so stained? Until today.
Do you really think that if he survives the man trap, he'll be pardoned?
Officially, yes. But I don't think the people of Giddy Prime would ever be willing to forgive him. And the Baron might forgive, but he will never forget.
Nor should he. Let's hope that Captain Nem finds his death in the labyrinth. But we've wasted enough breath on him. Who is the next pair?
Ah, the twins Morani, a brother and sister, trained jongleurs. They were performing an opera here on Giddy Prime when one of the props malfunctioned and killed one of the Baron's guests. They were detained after their troupe was paid off, of course.
Well, jongleurs should at least know how to put on a show.
Oh, more than that. Trained acrobats, illusionists. They're my pick for to win the whole thing. Jongleurs have hidden depths.
Fascinating. But to win, they would have to turn on one another. Only one of them can be the winner. The rules are quite clear.
I know. And wouldn't that be an amazing way to end it all? Twin against twin? That would be amazing to talk about.
And here is the last contestant.
A lifelong slave born into service. His name is Kanto, but he's too low-born for a family name.
And why did you select him for the competition? He looks like he won't last 15 minutes.
I reached an agreement with his owner. Kanto is growing older and can easily be replaced. He's a hidden talent, one I hope that we can draw forth during the competition.
Oh, how interesting. Will you tell?
Let's play some secrets for the audience to discover. So, those are our 9 contestants, lined up and ready to go. Any favorites, Vera?
You know, I put my money on the Grey Lady. Witchcraft or not, I love a classy lady. And I have a soft spot for our swashbuckling pirate Amado. Shame to waste such a handsome wastrel.
Good choices, both. It's time to get this competition started. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
Are you ready, loyal listener? The contestants are prepared, the traps are set, and the creatures are starving. Stay tuned to this station, people of Arrakis, to hear more updates.
Did you find anything? Anything except crazed cultists, I mean? Most intriguing. Yes, that's exactly what I have been looking for. Research notes by Kynes. Finally! I'm going to need to head back to camp and decipher them. I'll meet you there for training and to discuss our next steps.
Interloper! I see the bluff.
That was The Man Trap, brought to you by the Halil Trading Company, exclusively on the Harkonnen Network. Stay tuned for more exciting content. Harkonnen, we are Arrakis.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime, I have since escaped and live under the protection of our good Baron. I cannot divulge my name, out of fear for my dear ones still trapped in House Atreides. I am not here to tell you what to think. I only offer you questions. The right questions. Questions that are keys you might use to unlock your own truth. Today's question: how did we get here? Why here? Why now? Why this chaos? Why this war of assassins? Why all of our lives disrupted and endangered by this conflict? Dear listener, in asking why, Do not forget the how. How, pray tell, did the Atreides malefactors suddenly usurp another's fiefdom? What manipulations and treachery must they have performed in the Landsraad to acquire Arrakis? And why step into such a contentious situation in the first place? I wonder, what blasphemous secrets must there be on Caladan? Why must the rogue Duke ensure that all eyes look elsewhere, look to Dune? What are they hiding in this fog of war? Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
People of Arrakis, whether you serve House Harkonnen, the traitors of House Atreides, or walk a different path, know that the strength and discipline of Harkonnen is unmatched. Up next, another piece of inspiring music to keep you focused on your duties. And now, it's finally time for what you've all been waiting for. The second installment of this year's Man Trap, straight from the annual Harkonnen Family Games at the Grand Arena on Gedi Prime. Here are your hosts Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila.
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the annual Harkonnen Family Games. We now return to the Grand Arena on Gedi Prime, where a lethal competition is well underway. A competition known simply as the Man Trap. Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila, for the latest update.
Thank you and welcome back. I'm Maxim Dubrov, slave master of the labyrinth, and with me is the ever-insightful biologist, Vera Kotila. Vera, the competition has finally begun, and our contestants are making their way through the labyrinth. What do you make of the initial action so far?
It's been thrilling, Maxim. We've already seen the pirate Amado del Sin fend off a pack of swamp vipers with those dual sabers of his. Quite the display of skill.
Indeed, Amado's reputation is well deserved, but let's not forget our other contestants. The street butcher known as Hollow Tom has made his way into the cavern of the Shrieking Maws. His sheer strength might give him an advantage there if he can keep his wits about him.
Young Kaylin Sheaf with her needle gun has proven to be surprisingly resourceful. She managed to avoid a deadly pitfall trap and take down a cave lurker with a well-aimed shot.
Speaking of resourcefulness, the Grey Lady has just entered the Shadow Corridor. Let's hope her alleged witchcraft can help her navigate through the darkness.
Oh, Maxim, look! The Fremen has encountered his first major challenge, the Steel Fang, a mechanical beast designed to hunt and destroy. Do you think he can handle it?
The Fremen is a wild card, Vera. His silence and demeanor suggest he's hiding considerable skill. We'll have to wait and see.
Now, Maxim, we should discuss Puiko Nem. He's struggling in the web of deception. His past failures are clearly haunting him. Do you think he stands a chance?
Puiko Nem's greatest enemy is himself. If he can overcome his doubts, he might survive. But I would not bet on it.
And what of poor Kento? He's managed to avoid direct confrontation so far, but the question remains, what is this hidden talent you hinted at, Maxim?
Oh, patience, Vera. All will be revealed in due time. For now, let's enjoy the spectacle.
Ooh, look, Maxim. The Grey Lady has just dispatched a group of poison-spitting rocks with ease, displaying strength and agility far beyond what would be expected from a woman of her apparent age and constitution.
Indeed, Vera. Her calm and calculated moves suggest that her veils hide more than meets the eye.
What was that, Maxim? It seems something significant just occurred.
Thank you, Vera. It appears Hollow Tom triggered one of the labyrinth's more explosive traps. He's wounded but still moving. Oh, this might slow the giant down a bit.
The competition is fierce, and the labyrinth is relentless. Only the strongest and most cunning will survive.
Indeed. And now, let's turn our attention to the twins Morani. They are currently scaling the Serpent Spire. The spire, of course, is a towering structure that rises above the labyrinth, giving those who brave it a unique opportunity to survey the entire labyrinth and learn its secrets.
Yes, Maxim. Their movements are almost poetic. Each step precise, each leap calculated. The spire is one of the recurring features of the labyrinth, and a unique challenge. From its heights, the entire labyrinth is visible, and any climber can also be seen by the other contestants.
Look at them go! The Morani twins truly are a sight to behold. Their synchronization is flawless, making their way past deadly overhangs and precarious ledges. But wait! The female sibling seems to have misjudged a jump!
Oh no! She has fallen! One of the twins has fallen, hitting several jagged rocks on the way down. This may be a serious injury indeed.
A devastating turn of events for these favorite contestants. The female twin is still alive, but it doesn't look good. She's badly injured.
The twins' bond and skills have proven to be extraordinary, but this mishap could change everything. Her brother is making his way down to help her.
The Morani twins' fate hangs in the balance. Will they be able to continue, or will this injury prove too much to overcome? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds.
Keep your ears glued to this channel, loyal listener, for live updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Gaiety Prime and the annual Harkonnen Family Games, where the stakes are higher than ever as the Man Trap continues! The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty. You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime, I have since escaped and live under the protection of our good Baron. I cannot divulge my name out of fear for my dear ones, still trapped in House Atreides. I am not here to tell you what to think. I only offer you questions. The right questions. Questions that are keys you might use to unlock your own truth. Today's question. Have you ever heard of the Feast of Thyestes? And now, dear listener, a little lesson in mythology from Old Terra. House Atreides fancy themselves as scions of a line stretching all the way back to ancient Greece, to ancient mythology, specifically in the person of Atreus. Who was Atreus? In bygone myths, Atreus was the brother of Thyestes, two nobles exiled for murdering their half-brother. Later, when the two brothers feuded with each other, Atreus secretly butchered Thyestes' sons, saved their hands and heads, and cooked the remaining meat into a tasty dish served to Thyestes. After Thyestes unknowingly and ravenously ate his own children, Atreus taunted him with the severed hands and heads. The questions compound, dear listener. Why aspire to such a vile mythological figure? Why are the chefs of
What's up,
Caladan
Reaper?
considered some of the best in the universe, serving dishes that can be tasted nowhere else? Why are some of these recipes protected like state secrets? Is it true that Duglito's personal chefs have their vocal cords surgically removed to ensure silence? Does House Atreides host orgiastic cannibal feasts? If so, what are the logistics for keeping such a thing running smoothly and secretly? Can human flesh be prepared in such a way as to make it more addictive than the spice melange? Would such a thing ensure the collaboration of key members of the Landsraad? Dear listener, can you picture such a Thyestian feast in your head? Can you see the Red Duke hosting a secret meal with some of the most influential figures in the Empire? Can you see this grotesque cabal of decadents and gastronomes licking their lips in anticipation of the rarest cuisine in the known universe? Victuals they can neither raise nor buy. Can you hear their hungry moans as the reek of human gore smiles back at them? Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
Don't mind me, I'll just be moving along. With me? Well, what could I possibly know? The Lady in Black? Wait, you've seen her too? I wasn't sure if she was real or if I dreamed of her. Sorry, I wasn't sure. I've been having problems remembering things. I'm not sure anyone really knows her. I've certainly tried. She's the most beguiling woman I've ever laid eyes upon. I espied her one day on the concourse and found myself following her back here. She did not, but that didn't deter me. On the very first day, I pledged my life to serve her, if she would have me. She refused, of course, and sent me away with her powers, but again, I was not deterred. Each day, I would come to find her, and each day, she would send me away. Yes, at least I think so. I have been having trouble keeping it all clear. My mind isn't what it used to be. There have been others, too, looking for her. I don't know for sure who they are, but they were mercs. That much I know. There are enough of them around here. You might still be able to find them at Hanovar's. Help you with something? Buy me a spot of sail and you can ask anything you want. Your choice, mate. But if you want to chat, you gotta grease the wheels. Back again? Time for a drink or what? Buy me a spot of sail.
Welcome back.
Again? Time for a drink or what? Buy me a spot of sail and you can ask anything you want. Cold and frosty, just how I like it. Now, said you had questions. You know how it is. Mercenaries were like moths, drawn to whatever flaming hellhole burns the brightest. Some, but my crew don't like the desert or the heat. We'll probably finish up this one last job, then hop on the first transport off this rock. You're well informed, aren't you? I should probably be suspicious. But honestly, I don't give a shit. We'll take whatever help we can get. Yeah, we're looking for a witch. She wasn't around when we came by, but if you have any information that would help, I can make it worthwhile. Well, I'm not at liberty to divulge details, but let's just say the sister owes some money to the kind of people who expect to be repaid. Nah, I don't mind if you ask, but it's gonna cost you a hell of a lot more than a beer for us to sell out our client. More than you've got. Ah, no worries. We already know where she is. She's hiding out at the Udom. We've just got to go over there and scoop her up.
Reveal yourself.
Your arrival is propitious and gratefully received. These Syndicate hardmen have harassed me across many systems. It is very good that you have eradicated them at last. You have my gratitude. No, I am annoyed. The only reason I came to this rad-blasted hellscape was to consult some wall-hewn Kunil script in a nearby cave. Regrettably, I cannot tell you. It has been defaced with laser fire. Someone took it upon themselves to destroy centuries-old Zensuni writing by scoring a disproportionately rendered phallus on the wall. Very good. It is well that both of us have not wasted our time. But you must retain the book for now. I cannot be encumbered in the Badlands. you're back. At last. Let me see it. I wasn't sure that you would come. Yes, you have. Your loyalty is unexpected and welcome. That doesn't really concern you, and the less you know, the better. Your attempt at manipulation is clumsy and without tooth. What other course have you for training? Then you have none. Remember that before you challenge me. Without getting into detail, my exile from the Sisterhood found me on the Sanctuary planet, Tupil. Only the Spacing Guild knows its exact location, so travel to or from Tupil requires their compliance. Yes. Especially so when you are stranded with no currency. For a long time, I did nothing, other than pursuing my research on bloodlines. I'm sorry. While the Sisterhood has turned its back and cast me out, I still believe in their mission and cannot betray their secrets. That's just their way. One mustn't take it personally. I'm not ready to betray their secrets just yet. But you make a good point. Let me consider that for a while.